Hey David, how you doing? This is Ashley. This is the video that Lee was talking with you about. Ultimately what I plan on doing in this video is just kind of breaking everything down for you in a way to where you understand it, you know what we're talking about, making sure we're all on the same page. And I want to go over your website. I want to show you the back end side of things, show you how much business you're getting per month. I'm going to show you your competitor and show you how much business they're bringing in per month, show you the numbers as they speak for themselves. I'll try and keep this video as short as possible. There is a lot of information I want to go over with you, so I do apologize if it's a bit lengthy, but I'm going to try my best to keep it short and sweet. So first things first, what I want to start with is your current website. Now this goes for anybody who has a site, who's looking to get a site, so on and so forth. So when it comes to having a website, it's all about how user-friendly that site is, how easy that site is to navigate, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your site. So what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your website, they do not want to have to scroll and read and click and dig and read some more just to figure out what services you offer, let alone what areas you offer those services in. So in all of our websites and what we call the header right at the beginning of your site, we like to have a services tab that drops down into all the different services that you have to offer, as well as a locations tab or like an areas we serve type tab that would drop down into all the different locations or areas that you guys are willing to travel to. Now, it's very important to have stuff very easy and accessible like that, because that makes your site that much more user-friendly. And if you don't have a user-friendly website where somebody's like, oh, do they come to my area, and they're reading through your site and they're digging and they can't figure it out, you know what they're going to do? They're not going to waste their time anymore. They're going to go back to Google. They're going to go to the next person in line and find who does have all that information listed right from the start. So we definitely want to have a user-friendly website, as I said from the beginning, and you'll hear me say that a lot, and it's because it's so very important. Now the next thing I want to go over is different ways that people will get a hold of you or want to get a hold of you from your site. So when somebody comes to your site, different people are looking to do different things. Some people are coming to click and call, talk to you on the phone. Other people want to fill out a form submission option, whether it's because they're at work or they just don't want to talk on the phone, whatever the reasoning is. So what we have found with high-ranking websites, they usually have a form submission right from the start, somewhere around in this area up here, as well as a click-to-call phone number right from the beginning of the site. And that is also a great way for client conversion, but they obviously cater to different types of people, which is great as well. So as of right now, you do have a click-to-call phone number, which is awesome, but I don't see a contact us form, so that I would definitely suggest having one somewhere up here at the start of your website, again, so they don't have to scroll for it. So the next thing I want to go over is your content. Now when it comes to content, content is considered king in the eyes of Google, and that is because Google can only read. So the more content, basically, the better. Now scrolling through on your site, I do see that you guys have a little bit of content on here, which is definitely a start, but we need more. So in order to be considered an authority in the eyes of Google, you need at least a minimum of 1,500 to 2,000 words. Now that's not just any old written content, that's professionally written, keyword rich, authoritative content. So what that means is, if we were to start working together, we would go and do what's called competitive keyword research. Based on that research, we'd find the keywords that we know are going to bring you and your business more business. We take those keywords, send them out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they strategically embed those keywords throughout the content that they're writing, about you, about your services, about your amazing services that you're offering, about, your background, and so on and so forth. Now, those keywords are so very important because those are what people are typing typing in Google to find you and your services that you're offering. So if you don't have those keywords, how is anybody supposed to find you, right? So we definitely want to get more content on here. Now, if your competitor has 1,700 words of content, we now need to go get more than them in order to beat them out. So speaking of your competition, I did a general search in the area, and these guys from the organic section are one of your competitors. Now, I'm going to show you how to beat these guys, but if we take a look at their site, you can definitely tell right off the bat that their site is more updated than what you guys currently have as of right now. So they have a click-to-call phone number, they have, their services in a drop-down menu, they have more content than what you guys currently have. That's one of the reasons why they're currently outranking you. But these guys are also not considered an authority themselves as of right now. So that's great for us, because once we go and we do what we need to do as far as your site goes, and get the content on there, so on and so forth, we'll be beating these guys out as far as content goes, and that'll be great for us, obviously. So the next thing I want to do is I just want to break down Google for you based on this search that I did. Now keep in mind, I could have done a million different searches for all the different services that you offer and all the different areas broken down inside of here, or Smethport, so on and so forth. There were so many different types of searches that I could have done, but I'm just doing this one just to give you an idea of what we're about, what we have to offer, so on and so forth. So Google is basically broken down into 3 different sections. The first section is the ads. Now, whether the area is offering ads or people in the area are running them is a different story. So as of right now, I'm not sure if the area is just not offering Google guaranteed ads, or if anybody in the area is not running them. I wouldn't know until I dug into that if you were interested in running ads yourself. But this is where they would show up right before the businesses, right here. So this next section right here is the Google My Business section. And basically, to get ranked in this area, it requires having citations, which is your business's name, address, and phone number listed across the web in different directories like Yelp, Angie's List, stuff like that. What also takes to get in this area is reviews, geotagged pictures. Now, I want to show you actually real quick while I explain what it takes to get ranked in this area as I show you yours. So it takes having reviews to get ranked in that area. It takes having posting on your GMB listing weekly, which as of right now you don't have any of those. It takes having your GMB listing professionally and completely filled out, having all of your services listed, having geotagged pictures. There's a lot that goes into this area in order to get ranked in here, but it's a very important section to show up in. As of right now, you can see your site is not currently showing up, which is an issue. So what we'd want to do is go find out all the different citations that these guys have themselves listed in. Go list you in all of those on top of 200 to 300 more. Whatever your competitors had to do, we're going to have to do the same exact thing and then some, because we want to beat them. Now, as I scroll through down to the last section of Google, I'm going to go over with you. This is the organic section. It directly deals with your website. So again, as I scroll through on this first page of Google, you do not see your website, and now you're missing out on all the parts of Google, which is definitely an issue. The more spots that you show up in Google, the better, because you have the highest chance to be chosen. Which obviously would lead to having more business. So what it takes to get ranked in this area here is having the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. So what we want to do to get you in this area is to beat out your competition in every aspect possible. So how we do that is we come to a paid resource I pay monthly for, and we're currently looking at your stats. Now, I'm not sure if you have a new site. Is this a brand new site? I'm not sure if this is an older site but just has not ever had anything done to it. I'm not sure, but either way, you have nothing all across the board, meaning this website here is doing nothing for you. It is not bringing in any business. It's doing absolutely nothing, which is obviously a problem. So if we come back here, I want to come over to your competitor that I was showing you earlier. Now the UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. This number goes all the way up to 100. Theirs is rated an 8. Now they have 333 backlinks, but the rating of them is a 4.3. Again, this number goes all the way up to 100. Now, even though their rankings aren't the greatest rankings, they're still almost getting 200 people to their site per month. Keep in mind, this is a per month number, David. Not to mention, this is just one of your competitors. Like I was saying earlier, I could come to Google and type in any other services that you offer and any other area or specific area, and you have completely different competitors. But again, this is just to give you an idea of what is out there and to show you that there is business out there that you are currently missing out on. So that is that. Now I want to show you a couple of the websites that we have built, that Lee has built, I should say, just to give you a better understanding of the type of work that we have to offer and what you can look forward to when working with us. So we have the click to call phone number right from the start. We have the contact us form. We have all of the services that they're willing to offer in a drop down menu with all the different areas they're willing to travel to. We have all the content that we need in order to beat out our competition, as well as be considered an authority, in order to also fit in strategically these keywords. Now these keywords are what I was talking about earlier, and these keywords are strategically placed throughout so they don't get flagged for keyword stuffing. But again, these are the keywords that people are typing in Google to find them. So when somebody types this keyword here, we want our guy to show up. Now it does take having to give power to these keywords in order to show up, but it's not as simple as just having the keywords, you know, throughout your content. But just keep on scrolling through. As you can see, just beautiful websites. They're completely customized and catered to the business owner, to the business background. Just absolutely beautiful sites. They're built right from the start. They're built to rank, and they're built to bring you business. But yeah, that's all I have for you as of right now. You know, you see what you're currently getting versus what you could be getting just based off one of your competitors. So reach out. I'd love to talk some more, and we can kind of take it from there. I hope you enjoyed. See you later, David.